Hi everybody, Nate here. So, a couple things before we get underway. First, I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of What It Means to Me. Second, I want to apologize that the subject matter of this video is not what I had originally intended it to be. In the comments section of episode 1, I had mentioned that episode 2 was going to be on Michael Myers / the Halloween franchise. But, due to some last-minute ideas and some scheduling conflicts, I have decided to move that to episode 3. I do promise that it'll be worth the wait, as I'm going to have some very good, dear friends who are also fans of the Halloween franchise come in and kind of co-host that episode with me. And I think it's going to be super fun. So, with that out of the way, I want to welcome you to the last video of 2021 and episode 2 of What It Means to Me.
There's magic in the Indian in the cupboard.
You are so real.
With this exclusive limited time offer, which is not available anywhere else, you can take hold of the magic with these Indian in the cupboard hand-painted collectibles.
Get him, boys!
Get Cowboy Boone for only $2.49.
The boys call me Boo-Hoo Boone.
Boone's horse is only $3.49.
Whoa! Whoa!
Tommy the Medic is $2.49.
How?
And Little Bear
How?
is also $2.49.
Yo, hey, got your way.
And the magical key is only 99 cents. Buy the collectibles you want, or better yet, purchase the entire set
We're supposed to be a team.
for the very special price of $7.95. That's a $4 savings. So order now while supplies last. Hold on to the magic with the Indian in the Cupboard collectible.
Have you ever had those films that are so ingrained in your childhood, so a part of your personality, that if you were to leave it behind, you'd feel like you were leaving behind a part of yourself or an old friend? That's how it is for me and Indian in the Cupboard. I'm sure a small percentage of you have sat back, however you're watching this, whether it's on your phone, your TV, your computer, whatever. I'm sure that a small percentage of you have sat back and gone, Indian in the Cupboard, oh my god, I love that movie. I do too. The main consensus with kids who grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s is that this film is full of such nostalgic memory. You can't help but smile, can't help but watch it whenever it's on television. It's so well written, so well directed, so well acted. It's just a great film. And it was one of the many movies that inspired me to become the actor I am, working in Hollywood today. And one of the biggest pieces from that film are the figures. Now, you could buy the figures. Yeah, there were toys for Indian in the Cupboard. You could get Little Bear, you could get Boone, you could get Boone's horse Darlin, you could get Tommy the Medic, and you could get the Magic Key. They were mail-away order figures. If you waited at the end of the VHS, or if you were lucky enough to get the ad that came with a small number of the VHSs, you could order the figures. Each figure was $3.49, and you could live out all the adventures, and even some of your own. I had Little Bear. I had Boone. I had Darlin. And I had the Magic Key, and I took Little Bear everywhere with me. Unfortunately, the ravages of time have taken the Key, Boone, and Darlin with it. But I still have my childhood Little Bear. He's in a cupboard that's right behind camera. And he's one of my most prized possessions. And for the longest time, I was content to have just that Little Bear. But in late 2020, I came across the figures. All of them. On eBay. For less than $40. And I said to myself, I can't miss this opportunity. I can't pass this up. For some reason I needed to collect these figures again, and I did. And now they sit very beautifully in a small display case on top of my DVD rack. It's one of my favorite things to look at, and I was content to just have those. I had all the figures, I had my childhood Little Bear. I felt like there was a small part of me that was restored. But then, while perusing through eBay, I found one of the most rare and perhaps the most interesting part of Indian in the Cupboard history. See, when you bought the VHS, you were normally given Little Bear and the Key. That was just a normal part. In fact, on a majority of the VHS tapes, it even says on the very back, each clamshell package contains cupboard. Reverse the paper insert to transform the outer box into the cupboard. We'll get into that. 1 Indian, 1 key, and 1 video cassette. That was normal. So, Little Bear and the key would come in this little plastic box that was saran wrapped with the VHS tape. But if you were lucky enough to find it, if you searched correctly, you could find the VHS tape and all the figures. Now, I don't know how much this figure set ran for back in the day. I know that on eBay, these can go anywhere between $40 to $100 some dollars. Luckily, both versions that I picked up, yes, I have 2 versions of this. This one is opened, and then the second one I have is completely wrapped. It's original wrapping from the factory. So, these 2 versions I got were very cheap, less than $40. And they are 2 of the coolest items that I own in my collection. They're the figures, and they're such wonderful examples of how marketing used to be done. Getting kids to be excited about video cassettes. Oh, you like Indian in the Cupboard? You like the figures? Well, here you go, here's all of them. And then, as stated before, you could take the paper insert and turn the regular clamshell into a working cupboard that has a keyhole for your magic key so that you too can relive the whole adventure. And as I said, make some of your own. It was the coolest part of growing up in the 90s, is inventive stuff like this. I've also collected the Baskin-Robbins Indian in the Cupboard spoons. Yeah, those were things. I have these Paramount Production slides of Indian in the Cupboard that were shown off at investor meetings to sell the movie. This is a bit of a shorter video today, but sometimes the things that mean the most to you don't have to be overly drawn out. Sometimes it's a simple little thing, like a toy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to thank you all for watching what I've put out this last year, and I hope that you'll follow me into the new year. Happy New Year, everyone.